Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another City of Newcastle episode. And since last time, as you can see, we've done quite well. We've got ourselves back to the top of the league and in the pole position to take this spot in the Vanarama National North or South, whichever one the game decides to put us in. Obviously, up to this point, we've been put in Southern Divisions despite being from Newcastle. Yep, it is what it is. So hopefully we'll go into the North Division. If not, it's just one last division that we've got to deal with before we just go to the whole country and it doesn't matter. But yes, so we'll have a look at the results since last time. As you can see on the manager performance section, if I just highlight it over here, we're on a B and they're very happy with recent results and have no particular interest in criticizing anything, so it's going really well so far. Yeah, let's have a look at the results since last time. So last time we played against Herne Bay and Cray, was a 3-1 win against Herne Bay and 1-1 draw against Cray, so not too bad. You know, it could have been worse. Since then, we've only had one defeat against Royston. Now Royston, I believe, are mid-table. So it's a disappointing one if I'm being honest, but again, like I said before, it is what it is. We moved on. I then thought, when I got to these two draws, I thought we're going to hit a rough patch of form. We didn't. We followed it up with a 5-1, a 6-1 and a 4-0. So we are on fire at the moment. And in this game, we're up against 21st, which is rock bottom at Rushall. And second place, St. Ives. Now, St. Ives, if we have a look at the table, are 4 points behind us, but an extra game played. So we've not got an advantage really to go any further ahead of second place because Kettering also have the same amount of points as St. Ives, but the same amount of games played as us. So they'll overtake them if they win their game. I mean, let's have a look. Who have Kettering got? They've got Royston. Now, Royston obviously caused us problems, so hopefully they can cause Kettering problems as well. But it is match day. Let's have a look at the squad that's going to be facing off in today's game against Rushall. So this is the side that's going to be facing off against Rushall, and one change from what you've seen in the last episode. And some of you might recognise him. Duncan Watmore, former Sunderland player in the Premier League, has joined us. He's, I'll tell you what, for this level, he's really not too bad. You can understand why he's not playing in the Premier League anymore, but you know, it's nice to have that bit of experience in your squad. So I'm happy to bring him along. And he's been playing behind the striker as a attacking midfielder. I think he was attacking. Yeah, he's attacking midfielder. So, I mean, I think he's well suited to that role. We could have played him as a shadow striker, which apparently he's more suited to. But I think for the system we're playing, an attacking midfielder makes most sense. Other than that, I think... Oh, hang on. Mitchell Roberts, I don't think you saw. If you did, my bad. If you haven't, this is Mitchell Roberts. Very, very well-rounded, and I'm really quite happy with him. He's played 8 games for us so far, and he's done quite well. So he's staying in the back line, and I've just realised, gambling, yes. So I haven't showed you this. He's suspended for the next match, so we're missing him, which is a massive shame. I really, really wanted to keep him in the back, but it can't happen. So Barrett is the player that's going to be taking over from him. Not a bad replacement at all. Yeah, still good tackling, good heading. Marking's a little bit off, but for this level, it shouldn't make too much of a difference. But yeah, so that is the team that we're going to be going with in this game. Let's go get into it. So I'm telling the boys to go out there and carry straight on from where we left off last time. And last time was a 4-0 win. If we could go and get that again in this game, I can't even explain to you how happy I would be. I mean, they're 21st, so I shouldn't be talking about it. They're now no longer 21st, they're 20th, based on results around the grounds. But yeah, it's not completely out there that we won't get or that we will. It's not out there that we will get this result. So we definitely could. And we are on the ball now, playing around quite nicely and slowly, which I do quite like to see. Vince is on the ball now, a player who had an iffy start, but has kind of come into it and done quite well. Vince over the top to Miller, and Miller's through on goal. Miller puts away his 20th goal of the season. I mean, he signed a contract in the last episode. He's had interest since, and so far he's quite happy to stay. I told you last episode that he wasn't happy, and because I didn't improve the squad in certain areas. He's since forgiven me and is happy to stay. So Paul Miller is here to stay unless we get a decent offer for him. But it would have to be something remarkable to mean that I'm going to let him go, because I want to keep him for the full journey. We're on the ball again now. Watmore's on the ball on the edge. Vince, what can he do with it? He looks for Miller, but doesn't quite find him, and the defender manages to clear it. Morgan back to Lovett. Can we win the ball back? We can. Foster's on the ball. He's come into form recently. He was another player who started off really disappointingly, but he's actually come into it. Duncan Watmore on the edge, and Duncan Watmore scores his first goal for City of Newcastle. First goal of the season. And I told you he was going to be an improvement. And he is. He's some Premier League, not quality, experience. 25 games even, I think he had in that season. So bringing him down to this level, I have no complaints with that whatsoever. And he hasn't scored for me since I signed him. But as soon as you guys come along, he bags a goal. Okay, so we've got a free kick in our defensive area. Miller's on the ball now. Quite deep, Miller is. West overlaps him. Watmore. Back to West. It looked like it could have been offside, but I don't think it was. Now the defenders managed to get it away. Clark plays it forward to Morgan, who doesn't manage to find his teammate. Gets it to West instead, but West gives it back to Clark. And Barrett manages to intercept the long ball. Very nice indeed. West plays it to Watmore, and Baxter with a long ball, switching it to Foster, which was quite nice. Vince with another long ball to James. Little 1-2 with Foster. And the ball, this is perfect for Vince to try and put the ball in. He's not. He's taking on his man, and Welsh is the recipient of that pass and manages to put the ball into the back of the net. It's a 3-0 lead so far. 13 minutes in, 3 shots, 3 on target, 3 goals. What more could you want? I mean, can I say that this result was expected? No, because it's been the lower down teams that we've kind of struggled against. It's been the teams that have been up at our level that we've actually done quite well against. These ones are the ones that tend to catch us out. But it's 26th goal of the season for Levi Welsh, and we've got a highlight almost instantly. Are we going to get a 4th shot and a 4th goal? Or are Ruschel going to manage to get a goal back and embarrass me a little bit? Ball forward towards Morgan, and Sereno's on it, but Easter manages to collect the cross quite comfortably, and I don't think that's going to be the end of the highlight. It's a long ball from Easton, which I'll be honest, I have told him to do. That's disallowed. It's not going to count. I have told Easton to do long balls because I'm finding that at this level, it's working. As you can see, there's a long ball, finds its way to Miller, and Baxter's on the edge, and Baxter hits it, and that's the first shot that we've had. That's that's not on target or in the back of the net. So, but yeah, so long balls from the keeper. You'll be seeing more of those, and hopefully they work out. Watmore is on the ball now. We're getting loads of highlights. So much so that I'm trying to finish my sentence and another highlight starts. Watmore with a shot on goal. Doesn't quite manage to get that one on target. Okay, Vince now on the free kick, puts the ball into the box, and Welsh with his head on it for his 27th goal of the season. It's 4-0, and we're not even at half-time yet. We're not even 40 minutes into the game. That's more than a goal every 10 minutes. It's perfect. Hopefully we can continue this for the rest of the game and get ourselves quite a nice victory. That would be nice. Okay, and time is ticking away in the first half, and it is now half-time. A 4-0 lead so far. I am happy with that. I'm very pleased. Keep it up is what I'm telling the boys. We need to keep going with this because we could have a very nice scoreline on our hands if we do. Baxter's on the ball now. There's a highlight just a minute and a half from the start of the second half. Miller on the left side tries to put the ball into the box, doesn't manage to. Second attempt he does, and Levi Welsh fires it straight at the keeper. So I've just seen Royston have managed to equalise against Kettering, which is perfect for us. What isn't perfect is that. That's not okay, and that's a goal for Ruschel. I wasn't even talking because there was a highlight. I was talking because I noticed the goal against Kettering, which extends our lead a bit, but that brings back our goal difference. As you can see, we are now 6 points ahead of any team around us. There's a free kick there from Vince. If you look at the ball, though, it kind of looks like it's in the back of the net, but it's not. Yes, 6 points clear as it stands. Can Royston hold on? That would be amazing if they could. Last couple minutes of the game. Are we going to make some subs? I think we will. Watmore's going to come off for Lucas de Bol and West. Will West come off? I don't know if we've got a decent replacement for him. We haven't. We're just going to leave it as it is. Just that one change to see out the rest of the game. 4-1 victory against Rushall. It's a shame we couldn't keep a clean sheet, but I tell you what, I'm not too disappointed. Great result. And it's full time in the grounds around the league. And as you can see, Kettering have dropped more points. We've not got too long to go, but we have a 6-point lead. This is amazing. We could, I don't know how soon we can actually seal the league, but it's a lot sooner than I thought. And if Kettering continue to perform like this, it could be even sooner. So, I mean, let's waste no time. Unless something happens in the week beforehand, let's get straight into the second game against St. Ives. And I wasn't expecting this to happen, but it has. We've been offered a new contract. I didn't ask for it, but they've given it to me. And I'll be honest, I'm quite happy with that. Apparently my contract was due to expire at the end of this season. I wonder if we can get ourselves maybe a 2-year deal. No? Can we try again? 2 years? No, they're not. What if I say 2 years and then less money? They've said yes. Okay, so we've got ourselves. Okay, that's massive. We've got ourselves a 2-year contract. Obviously, more wage means more stability within your job. But I think I'd rather have 2 years rather than 1 year and a little less security, because I personally feel like we're going to do quite well. So, yeah, if a takeover came in, I wouldn't want to be sacked just randomly because I was near the end of my contract. So we're going to finalise that deal. That's done. We've signed ourselves a new contract. Perfect. Now we all remember prolific ex-player Adi Gabolahan. Well, Levi Welsh is apparently chasing his record of most league goals in a season. Gabolahan currently holds it with 29 goals, whereas Levi Welsh currently has 25. So just another 4 goals to match it in the remaining games, which there isn't very many. I think there's 5. So if he just gets 1 goal in each of the last games, or just, 5 goals. 5 goals in 5 games, that's all he needs. And then he will hold the record of most league goals in a season at City of Newcastle. So I think we're all cheering him on for that. So just one change for the game against St. Ives from Rushall, and that is Lucas Gamblin is making his return after his suspension. He'll be back in the back line. Other than that, everything is going to stay the same. So hopefully another 3 points is on the way. Again, pick up where you left off last time. We had a really good game in the last one, and we're in really good form at the moment, and momentum is definitely what we need. So scoring more goals will lead to more momentum and will lead to more results. So fingers crossed we do exactly that. As there's a highlight very early on, and it's Jack James with it. Foster heads the ball towards Baxter. Doesn't manage to get it on goal though, or even get the ball at all. Baxter forward again to Watmore, and Watmore to Miller, and Miller scoring very early on, just a minute and 30 seconds into the game, and we're 1-0 up. First chance, first goal. Perfect start. Couldn't have hoped for better. Really nice play. Vince to Baxter. And again, Watmore. Just little one-touch football. It's beautiful. Honestly, I mean, the finish was pretty central to the keeper. But that's the kind of goal that you would see in the Premier League. And you'd go, that's a nice goal. And we've got another highlight. Instantly. I've not even stopped talking. And I just want to say that these highlights are still on key highlights, not on extended. And Luke Walsh equalises very, very quickly. The lead didn't last very long. This is a team up near the top of the table. We can't be surprised when we're conceding goals. But yeah, Stanley on the right side puts it into the box, and no one really challenges Walsh whatsoever. Easton tries his best to get to it, but no hope. Okay, Hanley now for St. Ives. And the ball is headed away, and Welsh is on it. Can we counter now? Welsh, what's he going to do with it? He passes it to Miller, who's got a clear sight on goal. And Miller, beautiful finish, scores his second of the game and his 22nd of the season. It's a really good start. Hopefully we can hold on to this one without conceding. That would be nice. I mean, he's got a really easy run to goal. The defenders try and stop him from cutting inside, but he doesn't need to. He has no problems with where he is at all. And we've got a highlight straight from kickoff. I mean, are we going to be scoring another one? Are we going to be conceding another one? I know which one I'm hoping for. Baxter's on the ball. Tries to switch it to Foster and doesn't manage to. Easton, though, with a good save from speed. I mean, that could have been a bit of embarrassment there. Roberts heads it away. Is that going to be it? Is that the end of the highlight? I think it might be. Okay, West now with the throw-in towards the centre of the box, but Edgeworth manages to get his hand to it. Watmore, though, has got the head down from Vince, I believe it was. Baxter over the top to Foster, and Foster's through on goal and finishes the chance pretty damn easily. I hope you're not finding it boring that we're doing so well in consecutive seasons. We had the poor run in season 1 where we got relegated. I hope you're now not finding it boring that we seem to be winning all the time. At least that's what you're seeing, because I can tell you that we are not winning all the time, and it looks like Kettering are actually winning at the moment. So we are going to stay 6 points clear from them. But St. Ives are forward, and they've still got the ball after the block from our defender. Ball's played back to Jackson. What's he going to do with it? He's going to play it into the inside to Hanley. McDade now. Hanley to Keach to Walsh. James manages to get the ball off him quite well. Tries to play the ball forward to Welsh, but Jackson manages to get it away. And Williams is on the ball now. Plays the ball over the top to Speed, and Speed just blazes it over the bar. No problem whatsoever for Eastham. And I was right, Kettering have scored. They are ahead in their game, just the 1-0 so far. So there's definitely a chance for their opposition to come back. But St. Ives are forward, and St. Ives again have scored. Kerry Williams with just his second goal of the season. It's just FM things, isn't it? I assume he's a defender, so I'm not going to be too disappointed that someone with such little goals has scored. But to be fair, Eastham nearly gets there. He just dives over the ball. He definitely could have done a bit better there. And we've got an instant highlight from West towards Gamblin, and Gamblin doesn't manage to head it on goal. It gets cleared by the defender, but West is still on it. Miller, is he going to go for the hat-trick? He's not. He's passed it through to Welsh, and Welsh is offside. Oh, I mean, again, good passing play. Really good ball from Miller towards Welsh, and that's close. That is very, very close. I think we're unlucky there. And we're now in added time, and the time is ticking away. It has ticked away, I think is what I meant to say. And it's a 3-2 lead at half time. That's kind of like a full-time score. I'm going to tell them that I'm happy. I want motivation to be there. I want them to be happy. I don't want them to be too downhearted. I just want them to do more of what they've been doing, just without the conceding, if I'm honest. Baxter slides in. We've got a highlight, again, straight from kickoff. Or maybe not from kickoff, but at the start of the second half, and Eastham's got the ball now from West. And it's a big ball forward to Miller, and Miller brings it down perfectly. What a ball from Eastham. And the ball is switched to Foster, and Foster gets his 7th goal of the season. After transferring from Manchester United, you'd expect big things from him, and we didn't really see that. But then I think I was originally trying to play him as a striker. I then moved him as a right winger, and my God, he's been playing so much better. The finishing, that accuracy is perfect, and exactly what we hoped for when we'd signed him. Again, it's another highlight straight from kickoff. This time it's not even my fault that I'm still talking and there's another highlight. These are literally coming straight from kickoff, and Davies is on the ball for St. Ives. Are we going to win the ball back? It doesn't look like we are. Kerry Williams plays it forward to Speed, and Speed's on the ball, but Gambler manages to get a foot on it and clears it. Hanley on the volley. I mean, you can't really complain too much about that. What a shot. And, I mean, what a game this is turning out to be. 4-3 so far, and we're only just into the second half. I'm not too disappointed with the clearance from Gamblin. I mean, maybe he could have hit it out for a throw-in. Keeper should definitely do better. It's very close to him. So probably could have just stuck an arm out and either caught it or at least parried it out, but he didn't. And it's 4-3. Okay, highlight now. In possession with St. Ives. Hopefully this is going to be a counter-attack and not an equaliser. I'd be very disappointed if it was an equaliser. I'm very nervous. I'm probably seeming confident, but I'm really not. Miller is on the ball now, and he's fouled by Hanley. And I think, yep, that's denying a counter-attack, so that is a red card. And hopefully this should mean that we can see out this victory a bit easier with just 10 minutes to go. And I can't remember the name of the team, but Kettering are now drawing really late on. And there's another highlight. And who's that? Oh, Foster. Is that Foster? Foster's already been booked. Foster's been sent off. We're now down to 10. And we've now got to try and come up with something that means in these last 4 minutes, we don't concede. Give me a second. There we go. Quite a simple change. We've just taken off Levi Welsh for Roberts. Not Roberts. Roberts was already on for Barrett. Put him at the back. And then we've just brought on a couple more subs to get rid of the tired players in Duncan Watmore and Jack Baxter. So we brought on Nissel and De Bol. Put in Miller as a striker, as a defensive pressing forward. Just trying to win the ball back for us. And keep it would be nice. I think we'll go down to balance, and hopefully we can see out this game in the last 4 minutes. And that is exactly what we've done. Full time, and it's a 4-3 victory. I mean, drama, definitely drama. This was not an easy game by any means. But I tell you what, we've done quite well. The players have played quite well. Eastham's probably the one that's let us down the most with his 6.5, but everyone else, you know, nothing below a 6.7. I mean, maybe Jack James is another player who probably could have had a better game. Everyone else I'm quite happy with. I think they were just really good goals that we conceded, to be honest, but then we scored really good goals, so I think it works both ways. I'm happy with that result. Let's take a quick look at how the table's looking after hopefully Kettering's draw. And they are crumbling. I don't know if you can see it down here. Kettering against St. Neots drew 1-1, which means that our lead is now 7 points. It's not 7 points, it's 8 points. If I could count, then I would have known that. 8 points. 8 points is our lead, with a few games remaining. I mean, I'm not too sure how many games it is until we can seal the victory of the league, but I'll make sure that the earliest opportunity that we can will be the next episode. So don't worry, it won't happen off camera. But yeah, thanks guys for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed. Do leave a like and subscribe if you're new. As always, my socials are down below, as well as Alex. Tell you what, quickly, we'll check out Alex. So here he is, Mr. Dunbabin at City of Liverpool still, of course. And if we have a look at his team, he's actually, wow, okay, he's risen. Last I checked, he was quite low down, and that rise, that is quite impressive. He is going to make the playoffs. He's not going to win the league because Atherton Colliery's, the team that I think you'll probably remember that we played in the playoffs. That might have been the playoff final, actually. Let's take a quick look. I feel like it might have been, you know. It was the team we played in the playoff finals that have won the league in Alex's division. But Alex is looking set to qualify for the playoffs, although he is only 3 points off 6th, which means he could drop out. But maybe, just maybe, we might see Alex. Well, no, we won't, of course, because he's already a division below us. I was going to say we might see him in the Vanarama South if we get put there, but we won't, of course, because he's in the north anyway. I'm talking absolute rubbish. But anyway, Alex is there. He might get playoffs. He's definitely not getting automatic promotion. He could absolutely bottle it. I think we know which one's most likely. But I hope you have enjoyed. Please do leave a like and subscribe if you are new. And until next time, I'll see you later.